Horizon Zero Dawn looks to be a technical masterpiece. Let's discuss the load times and way more in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below and don't forget to hit that like button. What can we say about the graphics other than, whoa, this looks fucking amazing. I just watched the Horizon 4K gameplay from many YouTubers that went to the Horizon Zero Dawn press event on a 4K HDR TV. And yes, I was totally blown away. The footage you see right now is even without HDR, because a capture device can't simply capture HDR yet. So yeah, combine this with the fact that you are watching YouTube quality, that is always way less than when you put the actual game in your PS4 Pro, and yeah, you will totally be mind blown when this game comes out. Am I hyping too much? I really don't think so. For an open world RPG with the amount of stuff going on, this is truly an achievement. Of course, this is based on what we've seen so far. Maybe other areas in the game will not be as technical enhanced, but I really find this hard to believe. I mean, it's Guerrilla Games after all. Guerrilla Games have been known for their technical masterpieces. Killzone Shadowfall, a PS4 launch game, is still one of the most impressive games graphics wise on the hardware till this date. This Sony first party studio is known for their technical showcases for a lot of Sony platforms. With the PS3 they of course had Killzone 2 that absolutely looked stunning. They had Killzone 3 with move support. Okay, that was not a huge success, but it still shows you that they're mostly the ones showcasing new Sony technology. You can also point to Riggs for the PSVR, still one of the only true hardcore games for the VR headset. Okay, maybe not made by the Amsterdam Guerrilla Games studio, but Guerrilla Cambridge, but it's still the Guerrilla name. Their technology is so great that Hideo Kojima himself is using the Horizon Zero Dawn engine for his ambitious Death Stranding game, and yes, this is a very big deal. But okay, back to Horizon Zero Dawn, the open world action RPG that we all can't wait for. I thought it was interesting to look at something else apart from the, yeah, I can't say it enough, amazing graphics. Namely the load times in this game. And yes, they are pretty good, if there are any. In a PlayStation video where they played 20 minutes of Horizon Zero Dawn, they mentioned that it's seamless running across the whole Horizon Zero Dawn world. So no load times if you go from the snowy area, for example, to the forest. And I will tell you, this world is super huge. So go watch my map analyze videos if you're interested in the Horizon Zero Dawn map, and my take, if you haven't already of course. What this world map didn't show were the dungeons. And yes, there will be indoor dungeon areas as well. And great news, they are all seamless too. So no load time when you walk into a dungeon or a city, I can imagine as well. It's all seamless. Again, this is very impressive. So what this means that if you don't die or don't fast travel, there will be no load times in this game after you boot it up. Because that is really where the only load times as far as we know right now are. While none of the gameplay videos that are on YouTube showed of course any of the load times, I mean, why would you? I mean, it looks boring and they could only capture 20 minutes of the game, so a load time is not worth it. Anyway, in the stream that Guerrilla Games did, they obviously couldn't skip the load time, so we gotta look at them. According to the stream, this is the gold build of the game, so the game is finished. This is the final version that they will be printing on discs as we speak. This doesn't mean though that they're not going to improve this in, let's say, a patch, a day one patch that we still don't know about. I can imagine that there is one and I will cover it when they will announce it. But anyway, the load times could be better after this day one patch or a patch in the future. We simply don't know that yet, but what we know right now is that the load times that are in the gold build are pretty reasonable. Let's first take a look at the respawn load times. When you die in Horizon Zero Dawn, you will spawn to the nearby campfire, and what I already told you in the previous video I did about the difficulties, you will probably die a lot, especially on the very hard difficulty setting. So then you will see this load screen, and from my calculation it's around the 15 seconds. So 15 seconds from dead to alive with a fully seamless world. I know that The Witcher 3 for example could take way longer, and also Final Fantasy 15 you have to wait a pretty long time as well for the load screens. And this is not even a seamless open world game, so yes, this is really good. They of course also have the physical versus the digital version of the game. Reading a disc can take longer than a downloaded game to load, and I can imagine that they were playing on a disc based version because simply the game isn't up on the digital store. So This is really impressive. The fast travel takes actually longer than the respawn load screen, actually a little more than 2 times as long, so around the 33 seconds. This is, yeah, okay. It's not amazing, but it's also not as long as, for example, the Bloodborne You Die respawn load screen. Thank God they fixed that. And yeah, I prefer it this way around. If you go and fast travel, you really choose to do that yourself. So you know that you will be looking at a little over 30 seconds for the game to load. Well, if this was the amount of time that you would have to wait if you died, that would really suck, because you don't really have control over that. Maybe you're a bad player, or you're playing on a high difficulty setting. If you have to wait over 30 seconds every time you die, that would really suck. So I think overall the load times are fine. And yeah, again, this game is seamless. So if you don't die, if you don't fast travel, there will be low load time at all. So what do you think about the Horizon Zero Dawn load time? So for the respawn around the 15 seconds and for the fast travel around the 33 seconds. Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe for way more Horizon Zero Dawn content. I will be playing the game really soon over on Guerrilla Games, so expect a ton of coverage about that. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date. Like the video if you did, and I will speak to you next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.